of the Chicago Bears, they just got destroyed and mollywopped and curb stomped and they got beat down by the Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football in Week 12 of the 2020 NFL season. They lost that game 41-25, but at one point in the game, Green Bay was actually up 41-10. A lot of Chicago's points came in garbage time. Chicago, they're just not a good football team as we speak today. They've got a 5-6 record now. Over the next couple weeks, they face Detroit, Houston. They go on the road to face Minnesota. They go on the road to face Jacksonville. And then they get Green Bay at home once again. But as of right now, it's pretty obvious to me that the Chicago Bears are not a playoff team, and I do not anticipate they will make the playoffs this year. The reason why I say that is because a lot of teams ahead of Chicago in the NFC are just flat out better. Green Bay is better. New Orleans is better. Tampa Bay is better. The Rams are better. The Seahawks are better. The Cardinals are better. Heck, even the Minnesota Vikings, as of right now, are playing better football. I just named 7 teams that are playing better football today than the Chicago Bears, and I didn't even get to the NFC East, because the NFC East, whether you like it or not, they're going to get a team into the playoffs. If you win your division, you get into the playoffs. So either New York, Philadelphia, or Washington, they will make the playoffs. So Chicago, you're left off the table. There's not enough spots for you. Right now, Chicago's just not a very good football team. You know, all those teams right now are better than Chicago, arguably outside of the teams in the NFC East. And to be completely honest with you, I'm not even sure if that's true. Because if Washington or New York played the Chicago Bears right now today, I would probably favor New York or Washington. They've been playing some good football over the past couple of weeks. Chicago, not so much. They're on a 5-game losing streak. They're 5-6 right now. This Chicago Bears team does not have an identity. And right now, they're negative 34 in point differential. Keep in mind, the 2 best teams, arguably in all football, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're plus 110. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they're plus 129 in regards to point differential. I'm sorry, but I cannot name the last playoff team that had a negative point differential. I'm sure there's some outliers out there, but for the most part, if you have a negative point differential, you're probably not going to make the playoffs. There's just certain boxes that you need to check in order to be a playoff team, and right now, Chicago, they don't check a lot of those boxes, you know. They are not good enough at quarterback. Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles, I'm not sold. They've not been very good this year. The Chicago Bears offensive line has been not very good this year. I told Chicago Bears fans their offensive line was not going to be very good this season. This team has the second worst rushing attack in the entire NFL. Only the New York Jets are worse than Chicago. And right now, Chicago, they're 29th in points per game. I'm sorry, but if you have the 29th best scoring offense, I'm not taking you seriously. You're not a playoff team. This Chicago Bears team in 2020 does not have an identity. They're not good at quarterback. They're not good up front on the offensive line, and that's a problem. Even their defense has not played particularly well the last couple of weeks. Versus Green Bay, I didn't see Khalil Mack anywhere. I didn't see Eddie Jackson doing anything. Chicago's defense got shredded. So, in reality, people, the 2020 Chicago Bears are not a playoff team for all the reasons that I mentioned. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. and I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.